Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records here, coming at you for another quick video for some vinyl finds. Hopefully it'll be quick. But on the turntable we've got this Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here live in Paris, February 25th, 1977. It comes on like a clear Coke bottle wax. This is the complete album performed live, so really cool. Love this. It's absolutely great. So I got a stack of records to show you tonight or today. I'll probably be seeing this tomorrow. I've got them all different places. I have a guy here locally that I get a lot of records from. He's a dealer. He's a pretty private dude, but he pulls me aside, boxes of records about, I don't know, once or twice a month. They'll have a whole box full of maybe 100, and it's always good stuff. And so I do deals with him and stuff, and it sucks because most of the stuff I get from him I want to keep. I don't keep everything, but I want to keep it all. So this is some stuff I've gotten from him, some stuff I've picked up random places. I'll try to recall where I got each thing. But this first one, this is a Rolling Stones, a self-titled mono, and this is on Decca. This is the original label. This is an Australian pressing. And I've been wanting one kind of with this cover, you know, with no text on it for a while. It's really cool. So it's not a UK, but it's an Australian. Really cool copy of that. I mean, it sounds great, and the vinyl's in immaculate condition. This one's Big Hits, High Tide in the Green Grass, Rolling Stones. This is the UK pressing. It's original. That's the back cover, which we know as the US cover. I'll show you. It's a gatefold. So this is just really cool. I mean, and I'm a sucker for UK stuff. That green Decca label. This one's in immaculate condition as well. I'm just a sucker for UK stuff, and I know a lot of people in the UK. It depends on the pressing, but a lot of people in the UK like US stuff. So it's really interesting. I guess grass is always greener, but a lot of UK stuff is really great, and I love the aesthetic of a lot of the stuff, and a lot of it's different. But usually I like to stick to I'd like to get UK pressings if the band was from the UK. I know that's a weird thing, but if the band was from the US, I'm cool with US pressing. So this one is a full spoon of CD blues, the Sky Saxon Blues Band. I've been looking for this for a long time. This is the Seeds doing blues stuff, blues numbers. Really haven't actually not listened to this on vinyl yet, but I've heard it before online and just been looking for a copy. Haven't been able to find one. He had this copy, and it is near mint in the shrink. It's a beautiful copy. I think he just found a near mint promo copy, so he let me grab hold of that one. This one, love man, Otis Redding. Been looking for some original Otis Redding stuff for a long time. I did a purge. I talk about this about in every video, but it was about a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I did a purge of records. I just needed the money at the time for my family, and I don't regret it, but I got rid of a lot of stuff, and so I actually never had this on vinyl before. But I've been trying to get some of the Otis Redding albums on vinyl instead of the comps and stuff, but that's the Atco label. This is a beautiful copy of this. Been wanting one for a while. This is another one I've been wanting for a while, and this guy, I'll tell him you know, kind of what I'm looking for, things that are on my want list, and he usually comes through for me. Wake Up It's Tomorrow, Starberry Alarm Clock. This is just an essential psychedelic album, and I just have been dying for a copy of this, and for some reason I have not been able to find one. It's funny, usually if I bring a box of records in the living room while we're watching TV or whatever and the kids are playing, they'll come up and thumb through the records, and both of my boys picked this one out, and they looked at this guy like, is that Dad? So, it's pretty funny. That's kind of insulting though, because this guy's like super old and I'm young and youthful. But anyways, this one I showed in a previous video very briefly. This one's called Pink Fairies, Never Neverland. And he told me about this record, and he said, dude, this is killer. And when I saw the cover, I was like, no way that's killer. But it's very cartoonish. And the name of the band is Pink Fairies. I'd never heard of them. It's on Polydor's original UK pressing. These are actually really rare, and this is a amazing record. It's proggy, but it's got heavy fuzz guitar, some really crazy guitar licks on here. Man, I'm a sucker for this record. It is so good. He proved me wrong because he's like telling me how great it is. I'm like, it's just no way. This one, he didn't tell me this was great. He told me it was interesting, which is right. This is Mother Gong Robot Woman. This is a really, really weird album. I don't know that I like it. It's the kind of thing, it's just so weird, it's entertaining to listen to. But it is a very, it seems more satire to me, but the overlying theme of the album was that, you know, men at the time, this was like, I think this was released in like 1984 or 85. But how men at the time, you know, say that women should be this or women should be that, and they can be anything they want. So, but it's so weird. It's just so weird. If anybody's ever heard of this record, it's actually worth a good bit of money, and I would be open to get rid of it because I don't enjoy the music. It's just an interesting record. So I don't know if that's a good explanation for it, but that's what it is. This is a copy of Budgie, Squawk. I'm sure you guys have heard this record. This is psychedelic. I believe this is a UK press, 1972. Really, it's a hard rock, little psych type record, but I really like the vocals and guitar on this. I picked up a later Budgie album, and I can't remember which one it is, but this was maybe 5 years ago. I picked one up because everybody was talking about them, and I was just like, I don't like this. But he's like, you got to try the earlier stuff. So this one I got, and I really, really enjoyed it. So here's a really interesting one. This is the Panama Limited Jug Band. This is a psychedelic record on Harvest. It's a band from the UK. Here's the inside the gatefold. But really interesting album. This one's got a hole punch all the way through it, even through the label, right through the middle. And I'm sure you guys have seen that before, but this is kind of a, it reminds me, it's like a folky Psych type deal. The vocals are very much like, a little bit like T-Rex, I'd say. It's a really interesting album. I mean, if you guys know Psych, you probably know this record, but it's pretty well known in the Psych community. This is one that really kind of surprised me. This one's called Widowmaker. It's hard to read on the cover, but it's called Widowmaker. I'll show you the label. It's a United Artist. This is I guess probably late 70s, I guess. But I'd never heard this. I put it on, and it's actually pretty good. It doesn't look like it will be good, but it's pretty good hard rock. I've never heard of anybody that plays on the band, but it's cheap record, but it's good hard rock. I really like it. This one will go into the collection. This one I've been wanting for a while. Rehrberg. This is not a super rare album, but it's one I've seen around, and you know, there's aspects of this record that almost sound like the White Stripes or something. A really good psychedelic record. There's the inside gatefold. But man, there's just some really, it's on Prog, really intense parts of this album. I've heard some Rehrberg stuff that I didn't care for, but this is a really good record. I enjoyed this. I hadn't heard it in a while, and when I got it, I threw it on the turntable just to see if I was going to keep it or not, and definitely going to keep it. This is one of the last ones I got from him. Dr. Dunbar's Prescription. I'm sure this is Ainsley Dunbar. on Blue Thumb. This is a psychedelic record. It's got some good guitar licks on it. This one's it's not too terribly rare. You can get it for $30-40, something like that. But the cover kind of fits the album. It's about that psychedelic. It's a little folky as well. That one I really liked. I got from him. This last one I got from him is Lonnie Mack. This one's called Glad I'm in the Band. It's on Elektra. Got that gold label. This is like a blues rock record, kind of along the lines of a Johnny Winter type deal. Not as heavy on the guitar licks, but it's definitely good solid blues stuff. This one's Joni Mitchell Blue. Funny story about this record. I had it and then purged it, and then had been looking for another copy. Couldn't find one for some reason. And I finally found one, and it was a promo copy. It had the white promo strip down here. And I didn't think much about it. I've never sold a promo copy of it before, but promos are so weird. Some of them are worth a ton of money and some of them aren't. I didn't think this would be worth, I thought it would be worth like $20, $30, something maybe, as a promo. I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and that's kind of the bad part about posting stuff on Instagram. Sometimes people see it and they'll want to buy it, and then won't take no for an answer. So this guy's like, hey, is that for sale? I'm like, no, I'm keeping it. I've been looking for a copy. And he's like, I'll give you X amount of dollars for it. It was over $100. And then I was like, okay. So I sold it. It was a mint copy promo. It was beautiful. And since then, I've been looking for it. And it's just something I just haven't seen it just anywhere. This is just an absolutely iconic, incredible songwriting album. I mean, it's just great songs on here. Joni Mitchell. This is my favorite Joni Mitchell record. So I'm really glad to have that again. This is some stuff, I've just picked this stuff up all over the place, random places, anywhere I find records, a couple record shops here and there, a couple eBay auction type thing. I got a couple of these from a friend, so I'm just going to blow through them. This is the Lord's House Band. This is like a late 60s, this is a bootleg of it. The originals of this, they go for a ton of money. But this sounds a lot like, it's a Christian band, but the music sounds a lot like a mix between the Grateful Dead and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. It's really good, solid, late 60s, early 70s rock type vibe. And it's a little jammy too. So I've been looking for a copy of this, and to get a bootleg is fine with me because I'm not going to spend the, hundreds of dollars that the original costs. This is one, I guess, following along that same theme. I didn't get this in the same place. A friend of mine had this, and he's not into Psych. I used to have a copy of this. This is a band called Salvation, and the album's called Salvation. This is actually a white label promo, mono copy. These are pretty rare, but this is a psychedelic record with some fuzz guitar on it, and it's a Christian band as well. I'll show you the inside cover, but they're heavy psychedelic. I mean, it's good stuff. I know a lot of people are turned off by things being Christian albums and stuff, and this is not like Michael W. Smith. This is some good psychedelic fuzz rock. This is one I'm sure you're all familiar with. This is Josephus Deadman. This is really heavy hard rock psychedelic. It's just a theme here. That's what I'm into, guys. It's that hard rock psychedelic stuff. But if you don't know this record, I can't imagine anybody not liking it. It's so good. It's like a heavy rock, like Black Sabbath, but it's just a little bit more psychedelic than Black Sabbath. But man, I highly recommend this if you haven't heard it. Next one I got. This is the Damnation of Adam's Blessing. It is a first pressing, still in the shrink. This is one that I've been having a hard time finding one in good condition because it's got such a dark cover. I have the second album, and I've got their third as well. This is the first. This is my favorite one. This is along the same lines, hard rock type stuff, but just really good. I mean, every song is great on this record. I really I really enjoyed this album, and this is just a huge find for me to find one in good shape without ring wear or anything. I got it for dirt cheap too, so it was really, really great to find. My next, let's see. These are albums that I got for about $3 each. Really, really great finds on these. The records, some of the jackets are a little bit beat, but the records are in great condition. This is Unconditionally Guaranteed, Captain Beefheart. I've never heard this album, and actually don't know a whole lot about it, but it was Captain Beefheart. It was $3, so I jumped on it. This is the Kinks live in Kelvin Hall. I haven't seen the copy of this in a while, and for $3, I couldn't resist. Now, this is one I've been looking for a while. This is the Collectors. This is a psychedelic record. I really like this album, and it's just it's been one that's been missing for a long time for my collection. The spine's a little wore out on it, but the vinyl's great. So for $3, could not beat it. This one's David Peel and the Lower East Side. Have a Marijuana. This is kind of a it's a fun album. It kind of follows along the kind of the Detroit sound a little bit with Stooges and MC5 and stuff. A lot of times this album gets lumped in with those. It's just a high energetic, really cool record, and there's some funny things on there too. So I've been looking for this album for a while too. Haven't been able to find it. So this one, my next video is going to be a video about the Grails I've recently gotten. I've gotten a ridiculous amount of Grails here lately. For some reason, I've just gotten the luck of the Irish, I guess you'd say, and just been getting, like, my want list has been like cut in half. I've just been able to find stuff really cheap, just gotten really lucky. But my next video should be in a couple days. I'm still waiting for a couple to come in the mail, but I've just gotten some crazy stuff. But some stuff has come from this guy. He's a good friend of mine. I don't know if he uploads videos. I don't think he does, but his name is Nate, and he comments on a lot of videos and stuff. This one I've been looking for. This is Who to Roll, Howard Wells, and Jerry Garcia. I haven't been able to find a copy of this anywhere. I just don't see it, and it's not the kind of thing I want to, gotta go on eBay and find it. I don't really, want to do that. So it's on Douglas. So really excited to get a copy of that. And but the guy I got this from, Nate, I've got a few Grails from him that came in the mail the other day. He's a really interesting guy. I'll talk a little bit more about him in my next video when I talk about the other records. I got like 4 other records from him, and they are all like heavy hitters. So this one came from my friend Corey Jobs, a good friend of mine. This used to be mine, but this is called File Under Led Zeppelin. This is a Led Zeppelin bootleg. This is a really cool. It's not for if you want to sit down and listen to a bootleg. This is more of a collector's piece, but it looks like a manila folder. It says File Under Led Zeppelin. And this is a series of bootlegs. I think there's a file under Fleetwood Mac. There's a file under Steely Dan, I think. I've seen a few more, but this is the more common one. It's Led Zeppelin. But inside the manila folder, it literally is like a manila folder. It's this white vinyl, and I'll pull it out and show you guys. They in the middle of the record is a picture disc. It's really weird, but it's colored vinyl on the outside and picture disc on the inside. So this one right here is like a picture of the band. It's got John Bonham on it, and on the back there's a newspaper clipping. It says The Death of John Bonham. So it's just a collector's piece. It's really cool. When I found it, I had found like 2 or 3 in the same month, and I was like, oh, these are really common. I'll find them everywhere. And I sold them all. One of them I sold to Corey, and I never saw him again. It's weird, but I just never saw him anymore ever again. So he actually just sold that back to me. I'm really excited to have it back. So here is another bootleg. This is Pink Floyd's Celestial Voices. Brace yourself. This vinyl is super cool. Wow. But this is August 9th, 1969, live in Amsterdam. This is only 200 copies made. This is number 18. So that tells you how rare this is. I've never seen another one of these, so I really jumped on it. I got it at a really good price. That's the vinyl on it. That's the label. And then there's, obviously the same on the other side. But yeah, this is one. As soon as I saw it, I was like, man, I gotta have that. Just how sweet it looked. And then got it home, had no idea what it looked like, put it on the turntable, and I was like, oh man, they both sound great. And when I say both, it's because I have another one. It looks about from the same series, only 200 pressed. This is number 58. There's a sticker on the back that says number 58, but this is Pink Floyd Return of the Sons of Nothing, live November 15th, 1972 in Germany. Here's the vinyl on this one. Oh, man. It's beautiful. Had to have these, and like I said, I got them at a really decent price, and they sound great. So I imagine in some future videos I'll be uploading some audio and stuff from those. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking around this long. Really finding some cool stuff here lately, and in my next video it will be a Grail video, and I've got several big ones in there that I've been wanting for years. So I'm really excited about that. This is my new Noble Records hoodie. It's got the buffalo on it. My wife actually hand drew this design. So these are available. If you guys ever see a shirt that I'm wearing that you want, let me know. And, actually, don't have them posted on my website. You should have to just ask me. But I sell them on Instagram and stuff like that, and I'll ship them anywhere. I'm not trying to do a plug and sell all my shirts and anything like that, but I know a couple people have asked, hey, do you sell those shirts? I'd love to have one. And so, yeah, they're for sale. So just got these hoodies in. They're super cool. I got some long sleeves that just look just like this. And I got my the last design that I did with the circle and the buffalo. I got a ton of those. So anyways, if you guys ever want anything like that, let me know. I've got them. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this long. Really enjoyed finding this stuff and digging it out. And actually, I found so much more here lately. And I just need to set time aside to figure out what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sell and all that stuff. So it's been an adventure. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. See you.